Next speaker is David Katz from Time Inc., talking about data and digital advertising.
How's it going? Is the mic working? All good? So, thank you.
No problem.
So, quick show of hands. Who here has been looking at their cell phone while people have been talking today? Now, with your fingers, I think we had about 8 speakers who were on before I was on. How many of the speakers do you think you actually checked your phone during? Fingers? All 8? Yeah. So that's normal. That means basically we had each speaker go on for about 20 minutes. You guys can't keep your hands off your phone for even 20 minutes. You're a little bit different than the general population in the middle of the US. Probably not that different, but even let's say you are twice as efficient with mobile as they are. That means they can't even go 40 minutes. They can go barely past 30 minutes without looking at their cell phone. So as we're talking about mobile, just to give a quick little recap on my background, I work at Time Inc., big publishing company, where I have a lot of magazines, Sports Illustrated, Time Magazine, People, Entertainment Weekly. I work in the digital department. A lot of our revenue comes from publishing, from print, but we're really trying to go beyond in the digital space. And it's my job to figure out new products that we can sell for advertisers to find users wherever they are. So as we're talking about publishing with Time Inc., it's always really been about the content and about the publishing in the magazines first. But our methodology has been changing over the past few years. It's about the consumers. It's about wherever they are and following them and giving them the right content at the right moment. And this is important for our content, for our editorial, as well as for our advertising. Now, we did a study earlier this year to figure out device usage, how people consumed content, how they consumed advertising as well, across multiple devices, across all of our properties. This is actually a really fun slide to look into if you spend a bit of time with. So one of the things I want you to notice is first thing in the morning, what do people do? As mentioned many times so far today, they look at their phone. They look at their phone or they look at their tablets. They want some quick headlines. They want to be able to come into work and seem like they're smart and know everything that's been going on since they've been asleep for the past day. It's great. You can wake up and check your emails and already be rolling by the time you get to the office. PC usage is really down in the morning. When you get to work, you're actually on your PC most of the time. That's where you're doing most of your work. What's interesting, though, is that mobile usage still continues to go up. Even though PC usage goes up a huge number, mobile usage goes up as well. Now, the difference here is the way that people ingest content. With a PC, people are having additional time that is basically a rewarding time. You've completed an assignment. You figured out the solution to a problem. You finished the presentation, and now I'm going to go and read a couple articles. I'm going to watch a quick video. I'm going to watch a preview of a movie. That's what PC usage is right now during the workday. Mobile usage across the whole day, and you'll see it actually stays even at this point throughout the day, is about found time. What you guys all did today, the reason you're checking your phones while other people are talking is because you found time. You're checking right now, it's fine. You're finding time to do a little bit of quick research, something quick for you that's beneficial. You'll walk into a meeting, and the meeting hasn't started yet, you found some time to do some work. You can't do that on a PC. Now, in the evening, we have the sit back and relax mentality. We want to watch some TV shows. We want to read some magazines. That's when tablet is huge. But mobile still goes up as well. Mobile's doing really well. And there's a differentiation sometimes between mobile and tablet. Tablet web is very similar to mobile. Tablet apps sometimes different. For us, magazines on tablet are really our apps. And that's why it's a little bit different in that case, but most of the time it's very similar. So, as we're looking across all of our properties, we're trying to find answers, solutions for problems that advertisers have. How do we find users throughout their day in order to show them ads at the right moment? How do we connect it all together so we know that it's the same users? So the first time they might see a big, beautiful ad, at the top of the funnel, big branding so they know who we are. And then later in that day or that week, we show them a mobile ad with a coupon to drive them into the store. So that's something we're looking at Time Inc. So we have huge, a lot of usage across all of our properties. Print is huge. We have a database of current and past subscribers over 100 million. We scrub it frequently to make sure that they're all living people. On desktop, we have about 50 million across all of our properties. We have about 20 web properties. Mobile, we're growing constantly, 28 million across all properties. And socials across everything, and we're doing really well there as well. But for an advertiser, there's a challenge. If we say that we want people who read Time magazine, and we want to hit them on print and hit them on mobile, the overlaps on our properties are surprisingly not that strong. The people who buy print magazines, who pay for it, are not always the ones who come to the websites to read the content for free. And same thing with mobile. They're not always the ones who come to our mobile properties to read the content for free. So what do we look at? It's all about using data as a connector. So we can connect our data into other platforms as well, not just our own, but externally, so we can find our readers, our users, our subscribers in other platforms as well for the advertiser's benefit. So this part's really cool. Just to give you a really quick synopsis of what we do, we have our database. Everyone who's a subscriber, they give us their name and address so that we can send them the magazine. Now we use a third-party vendor that anonymously and safely takes this data and matches it to other places as well. The Apple database, the Facebook database. We're looking at all of these places in order to figure out where do our users go and how do we find the same ones there. We basically send over a bucket. Here are all the Sports Illustrated readers, and let's find a bucket on Facebook that matches them. So we have, I apologize, this is a different auto manufacturer than the Mercedes team that's here. But we actually have a case study that we did that showed this whole thing. And we did it across 4 of our properties: Time, Sports Illustrated, Golf, and CNN Money. So the first thing we did on Apple iAd. Apple iAd is built off of Apple's whole database. They have the iTunes database. Most of the US has an iTunes account. They've given their name, their address, all their information. We anonymously matched, and we sent to Apple and we said, we want to find all of our Time subscribers when they're checking their phone. So you're on the weather app, you're on any other app, we know, or Apple knows that you are a Time subscriber and helps us show you the right ads. So what we did is we built custom ads for this auto manufacturer. People who are subscribers of Time magazine saw a Time ad. People who are subscribers of Sports Illustrated saw a Sports Illustrated ad. It said, here's a content personalized for you, brought to you by the advertiser. They clicked through, and the first thing we gave them is content. Now the goal here was not to get people to necessarily read the content. It's not for our benefit, it's for the advertiser's benefit. We're here to try and engage the user for as long as possible so that they can spend time with the advertiser as well. We did some testing, basically with users directly, and asked them, when you see an ad versus seeing an ad with content, how do you behave with it? So it brings in, there's the data aspect as well as the content aspect, and all of a sudden when they get the recognition, they say, oh, I'm a Time subscriber. There's some Time content here, that's pretty cool. This advertiser must be interesting as well. So what was really cool about this, people spent over 1.5 minutes on these content modules, but 84% of the people that saw this also opened up the advertiser portion. It's a huge number. 84% of people wanted to see the ad. And then from there, we had huge click-through rates. They went over to choose the color, play with the car, see what was out there. It worked out really well. We also connected this database on mobile for Facebook social ads on mobile. We did the same thing. We looked at Sports Illustrated subscribers, we looked at Time subscribers, Money, Fortune, and Golf. And what's really interesting here is it's basically the same user experience. You're flipping through your mobile phone, you're looking at Facebook, and all of a sudden there's a sponsored post from Sports Illustrated. Some content for you that you recognize. We show you the ad, you can click through, you can play with it. We had huge interaction rates, well beyond what we've seen for benchmarks for Facebook. What's really fun here is that this ad had over 200 likes. So here's a Sports Illustrated one. CNN Money had over 200 likes as well. Now they're not likes of our brands, they're not even likes of the advertiser brand at this point. These are likes of the ad. People actually like the experience because we matched the data to the right users and showed them the right content. In fact, there were the people who we showed the ad to based on their data, they liked it and shared it with their friends. 1/3 of interactions that happened here were actually from the people we didn't originally target, but from their friends. We're also looking into taking all this to the next level. And it's all about data connecting with content. So what I was showing you, we had the data on the back end, we have the content on the forefront with the advertiser message. We're also looking at how do we optimize content on behalf of advertisers. We have content, we know how to show it to the right user. Advertisers have content too. You look at all the tweets that they send out, all the Facebook posts, you look at videos on YouTube, everything. We pull it together into a new concept we have called water cooler. It's really about seamless transition across all devices. I know this is a mobile conference, and mobile is great, mobile is awesome, and it's where everybody is going, but in the process, we have to be completely open to all devices. We have to be available to find the user with the right content wherever they go. So this type of experience is a completely flexible experience. It's one website that's built on behalf of the advertiser. It can live on their website, it can live somewhere else, but we actually build ad units that pull in this content. The website here is just an aggregation source. We pull it all together, we show them mobile ads, we show them web ads. It all depends on the time of day, who the user is, and where they go. That's it. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'm available. You guys all have your phones out. I see a lot of people with phones out. Dave Z. Katz. I tweet about this kind of stuff every once in a while. Thank you.